a special guest with us today for two reasons. One, because she's awesome, but two, because she's here IRL in real life. And that is our good friend, Brandie Devillier.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Tatum?
I'm excellent. I have been seeing you all over the place. You're like in magazines, you're on photo shoots. I'm seeing you teaching classes all over the Southeast. I think I even saw you in the Midwest. What have you been up to?
Yes, I've been doing lots of exciting things. The most recent, we've done a collection last week in New Orleans.
Right, I saw that.
With Alan Ruiz, which was super exciting. Can't talk too much about that, but it was very high paced. It's going to be beautiful, and that'll be coming out later this fall, which is great. I was also in Minneapolis for an educational summit focused on this new innovative technology that's coming out for the scalp, some new products, which is really cool.
I'm hearing a lot about scalp care, maybe that sounds boring, but like it's trending on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah,
Everyone's
like hashtag hair spa is like this huge trend on TikTok right now. It's super exciting for the scalp world.
Right.
And it's focused on this new technology of like hyaluronic acid, but vegan.
Yeah, okay, so hyaluronic acid, I've heard about this. It's been out for a while. It's like in hair care. It's definitely in skin care. But you were saying that it's vegan. I explain that because I just kind of thought it was an ingredient.
Absolutely.
What do you mean a regular hyaluronic acid is not vegan?
It's not vegan, actually. It's actually an animal product from a rooster. The rooster comb, the little red floppy thing. It's called a coxcomb.
Wait. Back up. It's made from a rooster.
A rooster. It's called a coxcomb, right?
The little thing on its head?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
And that's on
hyaluronic acid.
Wait. Ugh, I don't know that I like that now.
Definitely not. That's a weird thing to put on your face and your body, right?
I think so.
I agree. So Aveda came out with this new technology. It's taken 6 years to come and produce, and they use cactus fruit, which is really nice.
Whoa.
It improves your moisture in your skin, your scalp, and gives it like a very great elasticy feel. So nice and fresh and younger. Yeah.
Oh my God, that blows my mind.
Exciting.
What the hell?
Super exciting.
Okay, well I didn't know we were gonna go there today, but yeah, that's really that's interesting. So that was your class you just did. What else you got going on? What's in the future for Brandie?
Brandie's bringing some new Aveda color technology in the future this year, which is super exciting. We are, we're elevating a line of ours and producing some new tones, which is exciting. Then we're going to be doing some new education in Neil, which is great and fun this fall. And then Congress is also coming up, which is Aveda's like big hair show. Yeah. Global hair show, which is very exciting.
Yep, we're excited. We got asked to do the show, and so we've got some tricks up our sleeves. Won't be talking about those, and we'll have to wait till you guys see that.
I can't wait to see it.
You have, let me backing up a little bit, you have quite a bit of a following from your previous career. You were an educator at Aveda Arts and Sciences, and while you were in that role, I was really blown away by how much love you've received for every little thing that you've done. But you've moved into a new role, and you're in this new sort of educational influencer type, which is well warranted. But I think it's a really cool story. Like, how did you go from, being in hair school, so to speak, and being a hairdresser into where you are now? Because I think a lot of our audience would like to see that path. I think when we think about hair, it seems sort of like just exclusively behind the chair, and you're not just behind the chair. You're doing a lot more. How did you get started, and how did it lead you to where you are?
Yeah, so I went to beauty school when I was very young, 17, and then just worked behind the chairs at various salons here and there, and then kind of stepped away from hair, got back into it, and I really loved education and teaching the assistants in the salons. And then I was talked to about education in the schools, and I said no at first. But then I just went ahead and jumped in because I'm a Capricorn, so I jump into everything. I jumped in and I loved it, and I found like the quickest way to get to the new hairstylist was to do everything that they loved also. So TikTok, social media, everything that's trendy, I was trying to get trendy and get on their level. And they loved it. they got excited about hair, which excites me about hair. So yeah, and then I moved into this role now, which is kind of like a color technical specialist role.
Yeah.
And I get to be in the salons doing the same thing. So it's kind of like the next step, but I always kind of see my students as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, that's awesome. And I know I've heard great things from you, from friends in the field when you like are out there connecting with them.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And it's just nice to see, your specific growth, but just like to our audience out there, if you're thinking about a career in hair, you never know where it's going to lead you. I mean, like I started off doing hair and now we have this Instagram thing and I'm talking to you on YouTube and like, so like, you never know where it's going to lead. What's been like the thing that you look at where you're like, oh, I'm like so grateful for this career choice?
Right. I would probably say my biggest moment was making Purefessional for Aveda, Color Purefessional.
That's their education.
Yeah, it's like their top tier education for North America. Cool. I think you got Purefessional Global, but I'm there, which is a big moment for me because I saw those when I was in school, and I was like, I'm gonna do that one day, and I did it, which was amazing for me. I think something else was just getting aha moments from students. Being an educator is just seeing it click finally for someone. That feeds my soul. Yeah, that's good.
That's awesome. I've got to hang out a little bit in schools lately with Tracy Sakis, who's now working in that role. And it is really nice. And I do think there is something to, I feel like most people who are thinking about being a hair educator, it's like this sort of transient person who goes from salon to salon on the weekends, and which I do too, and I teach, and as do you. And reconnecting to the schools has been kind of amazing because I think we underestimate how much impact we have at that level, where you're taking someone from doesn't even know how to hold a pair of shears to now they're great at it, and now you've given them this whole career path and opportunity, which you're exploiting to your advantage completely, that they wouldn't otherwise have. And I know that your students, they think of you often when they're just in their day-to-day behind the chair, whatever they're doing. And to me, that's so much bigger than I go to a salon, I teach them a haircut. Maybe they remember it, maybe they don't. I'm with them for like 6 hours. And that's it, right? And you're with these kids for 1,000, 1,500 hours, literally setting the tone for the rest of their career. So I've found great joy in being in that space, and it's good to hear that you're kind of staying connected too a little bit to the schools as well.
I think it's great because when you go into, I know I did, when I started hair school, I was like, oh, I'm just going to do your mom and pop salon. I didn't know hair was such a big world. And then when the students have people like us that come in, and even if we're just there for a day, we're opening up their eyes to a bigger picture. And they don't have to do the hair. They can do something like this, or work backstage, or work for a product company, so on and so on. And I think it just opens up so much opportunity because they see a bigger picture, which is great. And then I get to see them again in the salon behind the chair. And it's like, okay, Brandie, you did something good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Hearing that. All right, so I've got our rapid fire questions. I know you're a little nervous about this, but it's nothing to be nervous about. Let me get this out here 1 second. Yes, I'm on my phone, but that's where the questions are. Okay, so just leave me alone. All right, rapid fire. I don't want you to think about this.
Okay,
I just want you, whatever comes to, there's no right or wrong, but they are black or white.
Okay.
So you got to choose one or the other.
Okay.
New York City slice or Chicago deep dish?
New York City slice.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Early riser or night owl?
Early riser.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Bob or pixie?
Bob.
Flat iron or curling iron?
Curling iron.
There you have it. Rapid fire, elevate
Not
hair.
so bad.
Not so bad. I told you, nothing to worry about. All right. Well, thank you to our audience for hanging out with us, and thank you for being here and,
Thanks, Tatum.
and talking about all the things you do. Can't wait to see you around town, and I'll definitely see you and hopefully a lot of you out there at Congress coming up in September.
See you there.